Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Pikachu knees. Testing, testing. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Turkey sandwich, turkey sandwich. Wow, my mouse went out. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Turkey sandwich. Well, I'm on here a few minutes early, and that's what it's all about. Y'all, I got the camera set up just right too, and now I had to fix my mouse. I have to find my other mouse. This mouse is starting to act up. Dang. Okay, let me see if it lights up now. It's flickering out. Why? Ooh. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. LA, are you there? Present. Okay, so the mouse is plugged back in. I can even hear the music correctly. I like that. Finally. Next step, let me put this over here to separate. Separate that from the wall. Okay, I'm in. And I believe I did everything correctly. Anyone can send a message. And remember to, okay. The community guidelines thing is set up correctly. It's time to begin, finally. So I'm a little early by intentionally a little early. So let me go on here and see. What is this button? Chat filter, time message, community moderator. Oh, that's nice. So I have here in the beginning, I'm going to read a couple of things online while the room fills up. It's got Farmer's Almanac for today. Let me go to it so I see what's going on as far as the weather and stuff. Almanac, Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. Thanksgiving travel weather forecast 2025 U.S. map. I don't know if a lot of people are going to be traveling by airplane because on the news yesterday they were saying because of all these things going on with the shutdown, at least here, the airports are moving even more slowly and the lines are longer because some of them are not coming to work because they're not even getting paid. Your region by region Thanksgiving week forecast rain, snow, and sunshine across the United States. That's on here. And what I want to see is today is the 301 day of 2025. There's 54 days until winter begins. Wow. You know, I think this time last week we were like it was 63 days left. Now it's 54 days left until winter begins over here. The weather is definitely changing. It rained a lot yesterday and it was the cold rain, the rain that they show on TVs, like when someone have bad luck and they get locked out of the house by accident. All they want to do is go home, but they get locked out and everyone's asleep or they have their music up really loud and so they cannot even, get into the house. And on top of that, let's say the porch is filled with so much junk so there's nowhere for them to sit. And in addition to that, it starts to pour down a cold, icy rain. I mean, come on. That's the type of rain that was happening yesterday. The rain you don't want to be in, but the rain that's perfect for a movie. And the water, they weren't even water drops. It's like usually when you see rain, there's water beads or water droplets, but the rain yesterday, it looked like toothpicks. There were just like long lines of toothpicks just coming down that was supposed to be water. And I'm like, oh my goodness. The weather people were actually kind of right. Like, far as the accuracy of us getting rain, yes, that did happen. But the time frame for it, I think they were late. The rain arrived late, but it did arrive yesterday. And they were pretty much spot on about the proximity of when the rain was supposed to stop. So they did good. So this time, bravo to our local weather channel, Atlanta News First. They did right by the weather, best 2 out of 3. The rain did stop around the time it was supposed to. So that was a relief. Now, as far as today, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So let me go in here and see what's going on. We have, what else do I want to read? Something else. For those of you who have a green thumb, and those of you who want to learn more about planting, I have stuff in here to read as far as what you should and shouldn't be planting. So let me put plants. I want to put plant in here, Plant. Oh, that's a fern. I wonder if that will show up. Let me see if it'll show up on my cell phone, on my Android. Nope, it's 2 boxes. Oh, no, again with the 2 boxes. Okay, GROW. I want to look for a plant, but it's not showing me anything. I'm looking for a grow, like a leaf or something. What's going on, Tarsus? Welcome in. I'm down here. Here it is. I'll put this in here because I want to read a little bit about what you should and shouldn't be planting right now before I really get started. I meant to read this yesterday. Good morning. It's a good day to you too. Thank you for coming in. I started a little bit earlier. I like starting a little bit earlier because it's a nice warm up for myself. And I get to do the sound check and the audio check and all that. So this is what I wanted to get to yesterday, but I got super sidetracked. So today, if you have a green thumb or are interested in learning about all things green thummy, I asked, what should we be planting outside, at this time? So let me move this over. It says you should plant cool season crops like spinach, lettuce, kale, radish, and garlic outside for a fall-winter harvest. Is this current? You can also plant spring flowering bulbs such as daffodils, tulips, and it's an ideal time to plant native plants to allow them to establish their root systems before winter. That's adorable, isn't it? It's reminding me of Harry Potter. Was that I think it was Harry Potter, probably part 2, where they had to repot the plants, but they had to put earmuffs on their heads because when they uprooted the crying plants, they were yelling and screaming so much it will make you pass out. But really reminds me of the plants from Harry Potter. Sometimes you can get cranberries. They are like jams. No. Cranberries. I see cranberry. I will see the cranberry commercial. It seems like they only play the cranberry commercial in the it seems like they play the cranberry commercial during the summertime. But when they show it, they'll show the guys in the old water pants that comes up to their chests, and they're in the water with all these floating cranberries. It looks really cool. That looks really fun. And they'll have these nets or something that you can use to catch fish with nets if you want to. Now, I'm a girl and all that, but it seems more fun to catch a fish with a big old net opposed to a hook. Nonetheless, gardening and planting native plants is a true virtue. Oh, it's really cool. You get to take your time with them and stick them into the ground. It's an adorable thing. we've got here vegetables, leafy greens, root vegetables, and bulbs. So leafy greens, spinach, lettuce, and kale are great choices for cooler weather. Root vegetables, radishes can be planted now, along with beets and carrots. Wow. Bulbs, plant garlic now for harvesting next year. And for flowers, spring flowering bulbs, daffodils, crocuses, and hyacinths can be planted in the next couple of weeks. Now, the hyacinths, I think I know what those look like because of a plant magazine I used to thumb through where you can order seeds and bulbs online. They will have this big old catalog of their various things they offer, and that's cool. Summer flowering bulbs, lilies, aluminums, and tulips can also be planted now for a summer display. This is really nice, isn't it? Native plants. This is what you were talking about, right, Tarsus? Let me go back through the comments. Yes, gardening and planting native plants is a true virtue. Y'all, so here it is. October is the best month to plant native plants. This is the month of October for us, guys. That's weird. You know what I just realized? Like half of the world is on a different time, but I don't think the calendar, how does that work? I don't think the calendar month changes. So if it's October here in the United States, doesn't that mean it's still October in Australia and London and in Africa? The only difference is it's springtime. So much to learn. So native plants is the best month to plant native. October is the best month to plant native plants so they can establish roots before spring. Isn't that adorable? You want them to plant roots. Pectin sets all the fruit, jams, jams just like jelly. Aspic, collagen, gelatin, seaweed, just the tip of the iceberg. There's some ice. I'm starting to plant spring crops. That is cool. And then lastly in here, it's got cool season herbs. Many herbs are well suited for fall planting. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, artificial intelligence and non-living breathing things that is all sandwiched here in planet Earth, which is beautiful. I really wanted to read about the planting and the gardening because it's a cute part of life. And in addition to that, I am a cow today. And there's nothing wrong with eating a little bit of the vegetation that's planted down here, right? So I think that's cool. Once I get into a habit, I want to kind of open up the show a little bit talking about plants and stuff because cows eat plants too, right? So this cow dude, what's going on? A shuma moo moo moo. A shuma moo moo moo. Thank you guys for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for pushing it up to pushing the like button up already. I haven't even really started. But I can say I'm very glad that I got to read from the Farmer's Almanac. The Farmer's Almanac, and I got to read about plants. So let me put that on my checklist of things. This paper is getting longer, y'all. Today's date is 10/0/28/25. So I got to read about that. Moving forward with the Jello, I have my notes under my little table. Whew. So many Jello notes. Let me pull that up now. Farmer's Almanac is closed. Let me bring up the miracles of Jello. I have so many questions in reference to Jello. Let me look through here to see where I want to start. It's kind of like a spooky topic in referencing Jello because I didn't know there was so many facets to it. All I wanted to do was have a cute little topic, talk about Jello, be in and out. But here we are, y'all, in part 3 of Jello. So I'll read the list from the origin. The list of origin from Freestyle Thursdays is actually where Jello started. Why do hospitals serve Jello? What is Jello made from? Can Jello promote wound healing? The evolution of Jello. What are in the ingredients of Jello? Do Jello have a hyphen in it? How do you spell Jello? What are the Jello food alternatives? So is Jello really made of animals? Dun, dun, dun. Electrolyte Jello. How is Jello comfort food? Vegan Jello. Dun, dun, dun. The history of Jello. Last week, we talked about Jello in part 2. And let me see, what did I come up with? Once again, the history of Jello. We talked about Jello salads. Oh, Grand O health drink. Was Jello used to power a locomotive train? Was Jello really made from crushed bones? Teletubby Jello salad. And I believe that's where we ended. We closed the Jello topic off with, guys, with Teletubby Jello salad would actually look pretty darn good. It came off from the show Teletubbies, right? But what they did was put their own twist to it. So that's where we ended. And I want to start with the whole Jello thing about what is Jello made of? Y'all ready? What? Let me type it in. What is Jello made of? What is... Now, I'm already down the rabbit hole of thought in reference to Jello, so I might as well keep going until I get all the way through to the other side, right? Yeah. So, shouts out to AI Overview for getting this answer loaded up for me as I brace for impact. Brace for impact, LA. We don't know what we're going to learn about the miracles of Jello. Here for it! I am here for it. I'm so here for it. Wow, he actually likes this topic, the Jello topic. It says here, pectin needs to go in your Jello notes along with pectin and gelatin, right? The notes on Jello, they need to be put in the binder and a library vault. Boy, who are you telling? I mean, there's so much stuff in here. I mean, that's what makes learning fun, but like I said, I wasn't expecting to find this. I'm going to look that up. It seems like that word pectin was used long time ago, like when those PBS cook shows, when the lady was making types of dessert, it seemed like to me it's like a base that they would need to use, right? Thank you, 1544. Let me look my comments and type in pectin and was it pectin and pectin. Let me look up here. Yeah, pectin. Look up pectin. Pectin jelly. Or Jello. Jelly, 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 jelly. Pectin isn't fruit. That is setting jellies and jams. Let's see. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, the little guy. Oh, coffee jelly. Don't tell me that's the thing. I'm writing it down. Is there such thing as coffee jelly? We're going to find. I wouldn't be surprised. That's how they flavor their coffee. Instead of using the creamers and sugars, they'll melt the jelly right down into the coffee. I can see that happening. Is there a such thing as jelly coffee? Jelly coffee. Hey, thank you for coming in, Philip 99. So I put that down here to see. Thank you guys for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm getting ready to read more about, getting ready to go down the rabbit hole to see exactly what Jello was made of. I have a tab that I just pressed to open, and it's taking forever and a day for it to load. So I'm going to have to minimize it and wait for it to do its thing. Let me move back here. Coffee jelly, yeah, I'm here for it. So Jello is a gelatin-based dessert that is typically made from the following ingredients: gelatin, sugar, flavoring, and coloring. Gelatin, a protein derived from animal collagen. See, that's the animal part of it all. Now, we talked about this in the first video where vegan Jello, and like what the heck do you need vegan Jello for? What is vegan Jello for? I'm like, it's Jello. Come to find out, it's got animal parts in it. A protein derived from animal collagen, which is found in bones, skin, and connective tissue. Sugar provides sweetness and structure. Flavoring, usually artificial or natural flavors such as fruit or berry flavors. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming in. Wow, welcome in all the way from Indonesia. Hi. Hi, Madison. Hi, Zachy. Hi, 2782. Welcome in, guys. High five. Thank you for joining in. I'm going to put some flowers in here to celebrate all you cool people coming in. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Here's some digital flowers from me to you. Welcome in. Thank you, my cool people. And let me see what else. Here's some leaves, some tulips, and hi, welcome in, COMN. There you go. There's some more pretty stuff to look at. Flavoring, usually artificial or natural flavors, such as fruits or berry flavors. Y'all, this sounds really good, like a good snack. Coloring, artificial or natural food coloring, such as red dye. Now, aren't they passing some more rules about getting rid of red dye? Is it all red dyes that they're getting rid of, or is just certain ones? Collagen, seaweed, pectin, gelatin. That's the other word, Tarsus. I have pectin down here and then put gelatin. Yes, thank you. Gelatin, Gelatin, and SAGO. Who would have thought it's a whole world for jelly? Jelly. Here he comes. Jelly, jelly, jelly. Please sit down. Jellied eels, pig feet, or cow tongue. That makes sense, but I didn't know that when I saw those things in jars that if it was jelly or some type of liquid chemical or some type of processing thing. So it could have been some type of jelly or something, you know? Who would have thought? Now, when I go back to the stores and actually look at it again, I'll be able to be more fixed on identifying perhaps maybe it's something else, right? So much to learn, right? There's so much to learn. Gelatin forms a gel while mixed with water, creating the jiggly texture of Jello. The sugar and flavoring add sweetness and taste, while the coloring enhances its appearance. Don't that sound fun? I wonder if it'd be fun to work at a Jello factory. Let me put this down on here. See, this is something else we could talk about. What's it like to work at a Jello factory? Let me write that down. What's it like to work at a Jello factory? I have that down on my list too. So there's a deeper dive in reference to what is Jello made of. Jello is made from Gelatin, a processed protein derived from the collagen found in skin, bones, and connective tissues of animals, such as cows and pigs. No. Ah! Ah! Good morning, Your Honor. Welcome in. I just read that. Oh, man. That, gelatin is made from the connective tissues from animals, but they listed cows and pigs. I'm a cow today. I gotta protect myself at all costs. Like, you're getting ready to listen to a cow cry. Y'all want to hear how a cow cry? Here we go. This is terrible. Now, not only do I have to encourage people to eat more chicken, I got to tell them to stop putting cows in gelatin to make the jelly too. My workload is getting harder and harder on Tuesdays, on Mondays and Tuesdays. I didn't sign up for all this. I knew. Good morning, all my cool people. Once again, thank you for coming in, Judge.
All rise, Judge Shady Court is here. Good morning, Your Honor.
High five, y'all. So it says, to give it flavor and color, the gelatin powder is mixed with sweeteners, flavoring, and food coloring. Y'all, I'm still stuck that is made out of cows. Oh, moo to you, G60. Here we go. How gelatin is made. I brace for impact. I'm a little nervous to read this, but I'm so far in. I'm 3 parts into this. It's just gonna make me stronger. The process of making gelatin involves several steps. Not several steps. Raw material collection. I'm getting sick. Y'all, my stomach is getting a little sick. The process begins with the collection of animal parts from slaughterhouses. What in the Frankenstein? What in the mad scientist is going on? Just in time for Halloween. I guess if you're ready to be a little frightened, this is where you want to be this morning, because reading what's going on with how to make Jello is not a simple process. It was a dark night. The process begins with the collection of animal parts from a slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse! Washing and treatment. These materials are thoroughly washed. How do you wash? How do you wash animal collagen? Wouldn't it just dissolve in the water? How is this happening? What in the name of mad scientists is going on? These materials are thoroughly washed and soaked in either acid or alkali solutions to break down the connective tissues. I need to tell you, we can't go on together with suspicious past. Shouts out to Elvis Presley and the Lilo and Stitch movie. Y'all, I usually reverse cry, but this is making me feel some type of way. The washing and treatments portion. These materials are thoroughly washed and soaked in either acid. It's the acid part. What in the world? What is that show that came on Netflix when that chemist turned into a street pharmaceutical? Man, The materials are thoroughly washed and soaked in either acid or alkali solutions to help break down the connective tissues. Boiling, it gets worse. Breaking Bad, what in the Breaking Bad is going on? They're whipping out the acid vats. Now, I thought acid vats was only used in Roger Rabbit when they unfortunately 86 the cartoons from Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit! Roger Rabbit!
LA! Are you?
Leave me alone! Sit down! Baby, I'm going through a lot right now. Thank y'all for coming here being my emotional support because I am falling apart. Get me something quickly. I need a drink. Give me some milk, please. Milk on the ice. Boiling. The animal parts are then boiled in distilled water to extract the collagen. How is this? What does this have to do with Jello? Drying and grinding. The extracted gelatin solution is filtered, dried, and ground into the fine powder. No, that is used in Jello and other products. I cannot continue reading this. You must continue reading this, LA. The only way to it is through it. I'm tired of going through the files of information. I didn't want to learn like this. Like the lady in the Matrix. Not like this. Not like this. Well, I'm having another Matrix moment, and I signed up to join the Matrix. Which pill is it? The pill of truth. I get the colors mixed up. Heaven help me. God walk with me, because I get the colors mixed up in the Matrix. So if I was given the opportunity to say, I want to join the Matrix team and fight with Neo, my silly behind might accidentally take the wrong one. Please be with me in that moment. Oh, the extracted gelatin solution is filtered, dried, and ground into the fine powder that is used in Jello and other products. I will never again see Jello the same. What's going on, Ryan? I finally pulled away from the computer enough to look at these comments. I am sad. As a cow today on Tuesday, I am weeping. I weep. Here's some more information that AI is providing for me. In addition to all the other sad news it done told me about. You're right, Tarsus. It's just so much going on. I'm drowning in the rabbit hole of information. We are 30 minutes into this live stream. And today it feels like I've been in this live stream for 1 hour and 75 years. Yes, 1 hour and 75 years as I have been plunged into the Jello vortex. I am in the Jello vortex, having yet another outer body experience because I've done learned something that I wish I didn't find out. But here I am tapping away, still asking more questions. Thank you for coming in. Be safe while you're driving. 4241. Thank you so much. I know y'all have so much to do. So for you guys to come in and give me your time is important. So thank you for sharing it with me. We have not done the cows in the chat song. Thank you, Tarsus, for reminding me about the cows in the chat song. I need to breathe. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here that have not been classified yet on planet Earth. They say that America is the great melting pot. I think they are wrong. It is planet Earth that is the great melting pot. I want to thank all living, breathing things around the galaxy for coming in here to LA TV Morning Moo. It is time for me to do the cows in the chat song. While I sing the cows in the chat song, you are free to place cows in the chats, animal emojis in the chats, or your favorite emojis in general in the chats. Let's go. Harmonica, please. Thank you. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat, moo. Cows in the chat, calls in the chat. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat, moo. Cows in the chat, calls in the chat. Now I'm about to mix it up over here and put some foxes in the chat, raccoons in the chat, a cat in the chat, a tiger in the chat. Cows in the chat, cows in the chat, moo. Cows in the chat, calls in the chat. I'd like to take this time to dedicate a brief moment to apologize to the cows. Here on LA TV, I like cows. Isn't it obvious? 2 days out of the week, I dedicate walking a mile in the cow's shoes, which is why I put on the skin of a cow. And I want to say, I am so sorry, cows, aka bovines, that the science people, aka NASA, and the government people have placed global warming on you. I guess they ran out of people to place the blame on, so now they're placing it on Moo. I am deeply sorry from the bottom of my 3 bellies. I am utterly sorry. And another thing, I always have a wacko's wish, and I guess I'll keep asking this every morning moo until I get it. Because if you don't ask, you will not receive. So NASA people, please, can you do us a solid? Do us a solid, since she done opened up CERN and tore up the planet Earth, playing around in your labs. Can you go make us a unicorn, or bring the unicorn back as a peace offering? You're like, yeah, people of Earth, we're so sorry we screwed up this beautiful planet. It was supposed to be here to just dwell on and be a happy place. Nobody's supposed to be messing with nobody, but we messed that up. So we want to give you a unicorn to say we're sorry. You know, I would love a unicorn. Thank you for coming in, 1119. Good morning to you, good evening, or good afternoon. I'm like, guys, we need unicorns desperately to sprinkle across this world. Now we have something, a security in place for the unicorns, because we all know that Voldemort from Harry Potter, unfortunately eats unicorns. I know Voldemort has been defeated, but has he really been defeated? So we'll have special security for the unicorns, guys, when NASA decides to give me my wacko's wish and let them come across America and around the world to make this world a better place. And lastly, guys, since I'm here, I want them to please bring a strawberry cow. Let me look for a strawberry. Can you guys go into your laboratories and create a strawberry cow? That's all I'm asking. 2 things, and I will leave you alone. Strawberry cows and unicorns. That's my time. I'm not leaving anywhere, but that's my time in reference to my wacko's wish and my diligent campaign about speaking up for what's right on behest of the cows. Cows everywhere are starting to know my name, because I am starting to become the legendary spokeswoman here on social media. I come second to place, and sometimes side by side, with the Chick-fil-A cow. You know, so we've got a good thing going. So I ask you guys to get on the cow wagon and join forces with me and lift up these cows.
Dun, 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 dun. my gosh, now that Elay's done talking about cows, can we get back to talking about Jello? Because I'm really wondering about the Jello.
Don't rush me off of here. I'm the one who pays you.
And speaking of pay, can I get my check early? I want to leave early again Friday.
They're starting to make this into a habit, wanting to leave early. We have so many cool people who have participated in the survey today. Let me read it. Unicorn Burger with extra cheese, says Tarsus. No, Tarsus, we're supposed to save them, not eat them. We cannot eat everything. The unicorn will be sacred. It will be the ninth wonder of the world. And it has to be protected along with the strawberry cow. Tarsus is acting up. I cannot. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me see what my cool peeps have voted for in the survey, and then we'll whisk back into the deep dives and the black holes of Jello. Do you like Jello? 55% of my cool peeps said yes. 5% said no. Rightfully so. After learning all this information, I'm thinking maybe so for me. And 10% says sometimes. I understand the sometimes of it all. After reading these unfortunate facts about Jello, Jello is mid. It's pretty. I can't say that. I like to look at it when it's in the molds in the various colors. It's a beautiful thing. We've got a wizard in the chat. Very good. So can you pass word on to the people who follow Voldemort from Harry Potter to please not eat the unicorns once NASA releases them into the world? We don't want the unicorns to be eaten. They are the ninth wonder of the world and must be protected. That's all I ask, wizard. If you can just pass it along, not to eat the unicorns, and we'll be in perfect peace. Welcome in, alien. Like I said, planet Earth is a great melting pot, and I welcome all living, breathing creatures and all life here. How Jello gets its jiggly texture. Are you guys ready for this question? Do you have your snacks ready, your coffee ready? Or for some of you guys who are ready to take the day by the horns, though I don't recommend it, do you have your Red Bulls or your Monster energy drinks or your 5-hour energy drinks ready? Let's dive deep into this. Jello is mid until Shaq doing the Jello day. Oh, here we go with the Jello and hot dog molds. Found it, big dog Tarsus. You threw it in. You had to throw in that hot dog Jello mold. I cannot. I cannot. Jello gets its jiggly texture when you prepare Jello.
Come
You mix the powder with boiling water and then let it cool. The heat unravels the collagen protein chain. What in the DNA of Jello is going on? When you describe Jello like this, it makes it appear that it is alive and that something activates in the Jello that is living and breathing upon adding hot water to it. Now, this is starting to make me feel some type of way. Once again, when you prepare Jello, you mix the powder with boiling water and then let it cool. The heat unravels the collagen protein chains. And as the mixture cools, these protein chains reform into 3-dimensional network. This network traps water molecules, creating the jiggly gel-like solid texture that Jello is known for. Now, yes, a network? When does Jello have a network? is speaking as if Jello is a living, breathing organism that we are consuming, ingesting and digesting. Why are they talking about Jello on such a molecular structure as if I just want to slide this in and let you know you're actually eating a species? What, you mean to tell me Jello is a species? Cue the X-Files music. What in the X-Files is going on? Oh no, a light is coming. Help me. I done said too much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said too much, y'all. Y'all, it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. Good morning to you, Adonable. Thank you for coming in, Thomas 8663. What's going on, Bobby? Where do I begin? I have so many notes I want to write, y'all. It's like I'm in college and the professor is like, you can bring your tape recorder with you because you may not be able to keep up with the validity of knowledge I'm kicking with you that's not in the textbooks. So yeah, you're free to record this class because you're going to need to go over it audibly so you can then take down notes legibly on your pen. That's where I feel like I'm at. So are you telling me I'm going to have to rewatch / re-listen to my own video all over again just to get these notes together? I am lost. Quick, fast, in a hurry in this topic called Jello. So let me go back to the top here about how gelatin is made. I need to just bookmark this. Oh my goodness, where's my Jello? I'm bookmarking this right now, y'all, because it's just so much information. It's so much information, y'all. So I have a special bookmarking place for this whole Jello diaspora. Never grow up. Keep youthful, exuberance, and imagination. Amen to that. Because that's what's going to keep you sane in an insane world.
They said that in an insane world, it is the insane who are sane.
Yeah. Vegetarian and vegan alternatives. Here we go, y'all. Moving in closer to y'all. Here's the part I was trying to look for come 2 weeks ago. Shouts out to AI Overview because AI Overview has been helping me a lot get these notes together. And AI Overview, thank you for not hiding the information from me, telling that to me like it is. Shouts out to AI Overview coming online for the world, for mass consumption. You know, you got to acknowledge AI Overview, not worship it, but be appreciative that it is here, allowing us to use these resources so we can catch up with all the stuff we really need to know. Like today, the concordances of Jello, jelly, and gelatin, and the other word Tarsus keeps saying that I should learn about. Tarsus, now what is that called? Pectin. What in the pectin is going on? What in the pectin? Now that's a nice way to not use swear words. Oh man. I tell you guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, we are gathered here today in the name of Jello and the cow to learn things that we should have been taught in school, but we're not. Vegetarian and vegan alternatives are here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read it. Since traditional Jello is made from animal products, dun dun dun. Here, hold that. However, Plant-based alternatives are widely available that use other gelling agents, such as agar with a hyphen in it, y'all, a seaweed-derived gelling agent that was mentioned earlier. Carcinogen. Now every time I hear the word carcinogen, I don't know if I'm gonna get banned from the stand because it sounds like some type of explosive. The boy, the ship deck matey, load the carcinogen so we can fire it out to our enemies. Yeah, let's load up the carcinogen. Oh, we're pirates. We're tough. We're big and mighty and strong. Load the carcinogen.
It also sounds like some type of testosterone. Is carcinogen a testosterone? Men in the chat, for the men only, is carcinogen testosterone?
Please sit down. Please sit down. I'm sweating. Y'all tiring me out. It's either that or I just almost had an alien abduction. For those of you guys who are just coming in, welcome in. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. About 5-10 minutes ago, I almost got abducted by aliens because I think I was saying too much. So I'm sweating bullets, hoping and praying in my mind that won't happen again. Vegetarian and vegan alternatives. Carcinogen, a substance extracted from red algae. Now there's red algae, and in horror stories there's red mold. I don't know the difference, but neither the two shall twang. According to my great grandma, who's in the great beyond. Now I love my great grandma. She lived down here somewhere down south. But if I said something like that, she'd be like, "Get behind me, Satan! What are you talking about? A hiss, a hiss, a hiss." Get out my house. Okay, Grandma, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. I just wanted to learn from you. Girl can't get a win nowhere. And last but not least, in the vegetarian and vegan alternatives of Jello, we have pectin. What's going on, Big Papa? Good day and good morning to you. Yo, high five, man. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're having a good day. You're working and you're working hard. Don't work too hard now. You got to shave out some time for yourself. This is the word that Tarsus's been screaming from the hilltops and the mountains since we've started the Jello topic since Part 1. Pectin, a type of fiber found in fruits. These are the things, if you're interested in an alternative Jello for vegan alternatives. Mind blown? Yes. I like how this Jello situation, thank you. That's all you can do is try. A trying does not equal out to failure. So Big Papa already won. He's already won.
What's going on, Big Papa? I gotta go to work too. I gotta punch the clock. Hey, you and me too, brother. Strike the number. Sit down.
I need to get him going back in the kitchen making pancakes. I tell you, this little guy right here, he's just, and then they're asking to leave early. I'm done. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming in. Good morning. We've got 6823 in the house. We've just finished reading about the joys and miracles of vegetarian Jello or vegan Jello. I'm wondering if there's a deep dive into this. What I'm going to do is ask, can you please? That's what I'm going to do. Can you please tell me more, excuse me, about vegan Jello? As I type that in, I am laughing because it sounds funny. It's like, what in the disillusionment is going on with that woman? Vegan Jello is a gelatin-free dessert. Y'all, look, the English language beats me up every single day. Shouts out to Tommy Sotomayor. He says, don't let the English language beat you down. I will try to read this again. Vegan Jello is a gelatin-free dessert made from plant-based gelling agents and can be made in a variety of flavors at home. Made at home? So you mean you can make Jello at home? What's a food you hated as a kid but love now? What's going on, 80? We've got metaphor. Let's say that metaphor. What's a food you hated as a kid but love now? Well, as a young child, when I was an actual child, there was a lot of food that I didn't want to eat. I called it heaven food because that's the food you're supposed to eat, you know? The food that was intended for us to eat in the first place instead of hamburger, hot dog, chicken nugget, fructose corn syrup, and more. I had to make myself like a lot of food when I was young. Bananas, oatmeal, water. I had to learn to like all of that stuff. So lots of food. So I started at a young age because I realized the benefits of it, and that's what made me keep going. I'm doing grade 77, 73. Shoot, I'm not a vegetarian. I eat like meat and regular food. So it says here, can you please tell me more about vegan Jello? Thank you, AI Overview. We've got Tarsus with vegetables in the chat. I like that. Veggies in the chat and cows in the chat, if you don't mind. Let me see. Let me go down here, see what I can find. Y'all, I am not in the vegetable section. I'm seeing everything in the emojis that is not edible. Cars. You cannot eat a car. Here's an apple. There's something simplistic. We got a couple apples here. Good mercy. So it says, yeah, I love broccoli, but now I used to hate. Yeah, you used to hate broccoli? That's all right. You know, growing up, they were like, the mom parents were like, put cheese on it. You know, you put cheese on anything, the kids will eat it. Well, I'm an adult, and I still enjoy putting cheese on my broccoli. What you trying to say? Vegan Jello is a gelatin-free dessert made with plant-based gelling agents and can be made in a variety of flavors at home. Store-bought versions are also available with brands like Simply Delish, offering vegan brands like Simply Delish offering vegan gel dessert mixes. Now, I've seen that before. I didn't know that's what it was. Common vegan gelling agents. I've got my cereal here. Today's cereal of choice is Fruit Loops. I mainly eat Fruit Loops when I'm on the live stream. I have other cereals too, you know, from time to time. But my go-to is Fruit Loops cereal while I'm hanging out with you guys chatting. Common vegan gelling agents. Common vegan gelling agents. Several vegan substitutes can replace animal derived gelatin. Agar-agar, a powder derived from seaweed. Agar-agar is the most common and popular vegan substitute for gelatin. It sets more firmly than gelatin. What? And requires boiling to activate, but also sets more quickly, often within an hour. So you mean to tell me this agar-agar is a more firm than the actual Jello? Well, that sounds like the perfect agent that you want to use when you're making a Jello mold, especially if it's for show. I mean, that I would want to use that because I want it to stay standing as long as possible. NASA is developing the strawberry cow as we watch this Jello video. Exactly. See, we make deep impacts here. Shouts out to that movie, Deep Impact. Kappa Here we go, y'all. Kappa man. I'm gonna put this in here. Kappa CARRAGEEENAN. Kappa Caragenen. Caragenen. Kappa Caragenen. Kappa Caragenen. Extracted from red algae. Here we go with that creepy red algae. That's what I wanted to write down. Red algae versus red moss. No, I'm not a vegan. I'm a regular person who eats like the palette of life. I hope that answers the question. Oh boy. What is the difference between what is that red algae and red moss? Between red algae and red moss. Now that's the question for the ages. I have to figure out how to talk about that sometime in the future. Beef. Wendy's. Yeah, and so does Hercules the shark. 77, 73. Hercules the shark, who comes on Fridays, loves Wendy's. But did you know that he cannot go to Wendy's anymore? He got banned from Wendy's. So that's all I'm going to say about him. If you want to know more about Hercules the shark, you can read the summaries under there and find out why he can't go to Wendy's anymore. Yo, we've got pectin, a carbohydrate found in the cell walls of fruits. Pectin is most commonly used to thicken jams and jellies.
Jams and jellies, jellies, jellies. Hi everybody, I like jams and jellies. I like toast and butter. Sit down. Please, sit down.
Why? Hey, what's going on, Insider? Thank you for coming on. We've got pectin, a carbohydrate found in the cells of walls of fruits. Pectin is most commonly used to thicken jams and jellies using agar agar. That sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Agar agar! And they start wiggling and jiggling. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Psh, high five to you, little cow. Moo. So unlike agar agar, it requires both sugars and acid to gel properly. This sounds like a science show in reference to jelly. In reference to Jello, it's a whole science behind it. When did food become so complicated? Avril Lavigne, why you gotta go and make things so complicated? In reference to Jello, it seems like Jello is something you get from a tree, sap, and then you boil it down and you mold it into whatever you want. I don't know, in the name of miracle science, that they're doing where you gotta do all these components to separate and divide something that seems to be so simply. It seems like it's supposed to be so simple. Alicia Keys, it will all be so simple, but they're making it difficult. Konjac root. Now that sounds like cognac, but it's konjac. K as in kangaroo, O as in off the wall Michael Jackson album. NJAC root. Konjac root. This plant-based gelling agent can also be used as a vegan gelatin substitute. Vegan gelatin substitute is beyond me. What's going on, 4958? It's just like diet water. Hello, welcome to the world's most fanciest, schmanciest restaurant. What will you be having, you incredibly super skinny mini? Oh, you already know what I'll be having, Alfred. I'm gonna have the diet water and the salad. Exceptional choice. Dear Miss Skinny Winnie wants a diet water per the usual and a small salad. Y'all making me tired. Sick and tired. Jello from Bones is simple and beautiful. Stop it. You're scaring the people. Remember the breakdown they had with all of the Jello earlier in the video? I say live stream. Let me go back to this. I was about to say Subway. And I must be hungry because I said Subway instead of survey. Do you like Jello? My cool peep said, oh, he wants to read the survey, y'all. I'm half horse, half man. Welcome in to Elay TV. Morning Moo.
Here's the survey numbers. Do you like Jello? Yes. 55% of the cool people said yes, and 30% of you said no, you don't like Jello, and 15% of you fine people said sometimes. Sometimes I like Jello. Yeah, sometimes I like Jello too. Thank you for coming in.
We've got, I am moving. Oh, translation, I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. I got more moves than a bowl of Jello. That sounds like some bars. Meow, meow, meow. Mic drop. Let's go. Okay, we've got bars in the chat. We have bars in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been doing that for a long time. It's been a mighty long time since I've been changing my voice. Sometimes I scare my mama. Sometimes I scare my daddy. And heck, oftentimes, more often than not, I still scare myself. Thank you for coming in. We've got cool people coming into the chat, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. You guys are really holding it down for me today. We're hanging out in this fine morning. It is 6:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the fine state of Georgia. Georgia. Shouts out, I was about to say Lou Rawls. Oh my gosh. It's not Lou Rawls. Shouts out Ray Charles. Rest in peace to the both of them, though. It's 4:07 a.m. where you're from. Wow, 6'9". You're like 6'5" for 2 hours behind. So you're just getting up. Yes, and then it's 7773 said it's 3 a.m. for me in Cali. Oh my gosh, welcome from California. You're the first person I can remember in all my YouTube history of live streaming who announced that they're from California. I like California because it also seems like me like a distant land where you guys have your own rules. So thank you for coming in from California and sharing that. That is really cool. Shouts out to all the California people. It's a beautiful state, man. It's a nice place. Good morning from Detroit, Michigan. Welcome in. Shouts out to BoneZ34. You want to know something, Bonesy? You want to know something? I'll wait for you to answer with a yes or no. BoneZ34. Do you want to know something? I am from Saginaw, Michigan. Born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days. Yes, I am a Michigan native who's moved out here with my family and I to Georgia. Born and raised Saginaw, Michigan. I am not that far from Flint, and I am not that far away from Detroit. Shouts out to Detroit. I really love Detroit. Even though I was born and raised in Saginaw, the times that I've been in Detroit, and when I first started social media in Saginaw, I got more love from Detroit than I got from Saginaw. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. We've got a lot of great people from the great state of Michigan. Woo! Oh, yeah. Repping 989. I'm having a good time on here, just hanging with my cool peeps, y'all, talking about the miracles of Jello. You will be surprised and amazed and probably utterly shocked to find out that Jello is scary. Dun, dun, dun. Y'all almost had, well, I didn't almost have, I had an all body experience when I found out the breakdown of how Jello is made. I started to cry a little bit. I was dabbing my eyes because I was shocked, scared, and like Bill Cosby said in the Cosbys, sick and tired of the information that I could not unlearn. I'm getting ready to put some random food in the chat because I need to put a pop of color in here for myself to get past the mental state I was once in about finding out about Jello. How vegan Jello compares to traditional Jello. Did y'all know there's a such thing as vegan Jello?
Vegan Jello, walking down the street, vegan Jello, sing with me.
Let's not. Please sit down. They don't pay me enough, y'all. They don't pay me enough. How vegan Jello compares to traditional Jello. On the left is the chart, says Jello, and then traditional Jello. I didn't know there was a difference. You gotta make 3 different types of Jello at home. One for them vegan to overcome the trauma. Boy, I thought this was in the name of simplicity. Tarsus, I thought Jello was supposed to be simple. But we are on the 3rd part. And as I slowly wrap my head around the knowledge of Jello, Q parrot, the knowledge of Jello, I am utterly finding out more information about Jello. To the point, y'all, I have to bring out my clipboard once again and write down something else so I don't get lost. Did you know there is a difference between Jello and traditional Jello? I didn't. I thought Jello was just Jello, but I am doing mathematical gymnastics in the front part of my brain. I haven't even used all of my brain yet, y'all. I am still trying to wake up. I can't make Jello. It never jiggles. High five. That was a deep, dark personal confession. Carly, you're brave for coming on these YouTube streets for saying something so bold. I commend you for that. I weep for you.
And I have a confession to make too.
Oh my goodness. What have you started?
I have a confession to make. I can't boil water. I tried. I'm so glad I got somebody opening up on this YouTube stream. Thank you for opening up, Collie. Tosses, please edit this out.
Please go get yourself together. He's still crying in the distance. What has this live stream just turned into? He's crying, y'all. She gonna have to go behind him with the mop bucket to soak up all the tears.
And did. Thanks a lot.
Jello is anything you want it to be. You just got to Jello. Here for it. High five. Thank you. All right. Well, you get you some sleep. 77, 73. You getting tired. I hope you just getting tired and not sick and tired. That's all right. Get you some sleep. Get you some sleep, dear child. Get you some sleep. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Good morning, guys. I said type this in. I'm getting ready to write this in. There is a difference between vegan. Oh man, I read that again. Regular Jello versus traditional Jello. That's what I want to put. Regular Jello. regular. Regular Jello. JELLO versus traditional Jello. Versus traditional DITIONAL Jello.
I still get jelly, baby, jelly.
How vegan Jello compares to traditional Jello? Vegan Jello, plant-based ingredients such as agar, carcinogen, or pectin. Traditional Jello, animal-based. Collagen derived from the skin, bone, and connective tissues of animals. Now, it sounds like we're putting together some hocus pocus brew. But that's the deep, dark, sad story of it all with Jello, as I done unfortunately effed around and found out. She effed around and found out. Jello is basically on some hocus pocus. Collagen based, derived from skin, bones, and connective tissues of animals. That you gotta boil it and break it down and then grind it up. I tell you guys, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, and I say to myself, I gotta use the Dizzy Gillespie voice. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yes. Let me find saxophone. I don't know how to spell saxophone, so it's not going to come up in my emoji search. Oh, I put the first two letters. Okay, we're good somewhere. Microphone. Thank you. I'm here all day, every day. Agar, and the Funky Bunch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, and all the people around the world, I want to present to you on this stage, Agar, and the Funky Bunch. I
got the power. I got the power.
Sit down. You was just crying and weeping and falling all out over your confessions of not being able to boil water. I am sorry for you. I weep for you. I weep for you. Let the weeping party begin. Oh boy. You guys, I'm having another good time on this live stream. So I know if I'm having a good time, you guys are too. I'm sitting under this light. Oh man, setting time for vegan Jello. Vegan Jello sets much faster, often within an hour. For traditional Jello, it takes longer to set, usually 2 to 4 hours. But I think it depends on what pan you place it in. So like when my dad made Jello, he had something going on with him. It was probably nothing but stereotypical diabetes. Let me put some... I'm not right. I'm about to put some salt shakers in the chat for my daddy. Shout out to my daddy with the diabetes. So I think when he found out he had diabetes, he had to change his diet. And one of the things was for his daily intake, was Jello. So he always made Jello, but he put it out in this long sheet pan. So the Jello actually changed faster, or should I say warped faster, or congealed faster. So I think the settings for how long it takes for Jello to set into its mold. Yo, Jello mold, zingo! Shout regular show. So it's like that. I think it depends on the type of pan that you're putting your stuff in, and that will determine how fast the Jello will get done or not. So having said that, let me read some more about this Jello and see what else we have. Texture. Okay, so Jello has a texture. Agar-agar provides a firmer, less elastic texture. Carcinogen is softer and creamier. Now, I don't know why this tab isn't opening up for me today, but I've been moving fine without it. I roll. Man, he eats it up so fast. He says the Jello is open to all, but I cannot tell because it's always gone. And I'll be wanting to mess with it anyways. You know, that's his stuff. I was at that point in time when my dad had to change his diet. I was getting ready to get myself on out of the house anyways. You know, I was on that type of time where I ended up getting a job. And I wanted to just start buying my own food. So it was for everybody. But as fast as he ate it, you're better off making your own. We've got temperature. Oh, wait, I didn't finish the texture. Agar-agar provides a firmer, less elastic texture. Carcinogen is softer and creamier. For traditional Jello, soft, elastic, and jiggly with a melt-in-your-mouth feel. So you mean to tell me with vegan Jello, it don't have the same experience? Now, that would be fun to figure out, to do a Jello taste test. Temperature. Agar-agar gels can melt but are more heat stable than gelatin. Did you know that? Wow, what is this word? For traditional jelly? No, traditional Jello. Thermoversal. Wow. Thermal reversible. Meaning it will melt if left at room temperature for too long. That is amazing. So that's what that is. Thermal reversible. So that's actually what that process is. So it means real Jello, meaning it will melt if left at room temperature for too long. So that means like ice cream too. I'm gonna write that word down. I've learned something else today, guys. Jello is thermal, T-H-E-R, is THERMOREVERSIBLE. That's a long word. I've been making pickles. So you've been canning them and stuff like that? I had some canned pickles or whatever, homemade pickles. Those things are good. Rest in peace to my granddad. Man, I thought they were unique. They definitely had a distinctive taste compared to the plastic pickles or like, you know, store-bought name brand pickles. And that was really cool. Pickles are awesome. Yes. So thermal reversible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now that word has about 16 letters in it. To make vegan Jello at home. Wow. Now I don't think when I read how Jello is made. Yes, we read how Jello is made. Now they're getting ready to tell us how vegan Jello is made at home. All right, AI overview come through. We've got how to make your own vegan Jello dessert. I might as well just keep this clipboard right up here because I'm finding out more stuff to write. How vegan Jello is made at home. How vegan Jello is made at home. Here we go. Y'all ready? I mean, we've been through the thick of it already. I believe we've been through the Jello fires of Hades and have sailed out unscathed. So what more information can I find in reference to it being sick, scary, and sad before I read how to make vegan Jello? Let me take a sip of water just in case. Really? I love cayenne pepper or chili in my pickles. Now, you know that sounds good. It sounds like a concoction that can actually yield health benefits as well. Not only does it sound interesting and fun to make and drink, I believe it will help with some clarification purposes. Cayenne pepper is my favorite spice. I put it on like everything. Cayenne pepper is nice. I had to be careful with it though because it's such of a fine powder. I don't want to accidentally inhale it. You know how when you season a chicken with pepper and you sneeze? So I had to remind myself to hold my breath when I'm messing around with cayenne because it's so fine. I don't want to inhale that. And I get worried about it accidentally getting into my eyes. So I be real careful. Sometimes I contemplate if I should put on safety glasses. So that's how I feel about cayenne pepper, y'all. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, 22. I love Mount Olive pickles and pickle juice. I've been seeing Mount Olive pickle juice in those big old jars that the science people use for projects. Let me see here. How to make vegan Jello at home. We're about to figure it out together. Now, how that word slipped past the system. That's one of the words that I have that's not supposed to be in there. Well, moving forward. To make your own vegan gelatin dessert, you can follow these simple steps. Use an agar powder. Combine ingredients in a saucepan. Whisk together fruit juice of your own choice and agar powder. You can add a sweetener like cane sugar or maple syrup if needed. Now that's saying a lot already. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I think Millie Bobby Brown looks nice and is a nice person in general. So we have 3 steps. Combine ingredients, mix the mixture, and pour and chill. So combine ingredients in a saucepan, whisk together fruit juice of your choice. Now I'm reading this again because I'm wondering when they say fruit juice, do that include orange juice? I know orange juice has the word juice in it, so it's juice, but I'm curious because orange juice has acid in it. So I'm wondering if I were to choose orange juice as my base in making vegan jelly or vegan Jello, if it would make the texture of the Jello weaker. I think my Netflix stopped. Where's my remote control? I gotta turn Netflix back on. Or like, you know how, are you still watching? What difference does it make if I'm watching or not? There. Orange juice is concentrated. It's a concentrated fruit juice. Okay, so we probably can make it. So let me put an orange in the chat then. Okay, thank you for that. Y'all know a lot of stuff, y'all. This is fun having all these fun facts on here. How come I typed in orange in the emoji search and it gave me all the emojis that are orange except for the actual fruit? Now make that make sense. Make sense. Oh, so let me go back up here. There's my orange. It better show up too. There we go. We all getting watched. And thanks for saying that because you done brought him over here. Thanks a lot, good and son, because now he done woke up.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Sit down, please. Moving forward. Boil the mixture. Bring the liquid to a boil. Bring the liquid to a rolling boil, not just a regular boil, a rolling boil. Y'all, what's the difference between a rolling boil and a regular boil? Thank you, Tarsus. What is the difference between a rolling boil and a regular boil? Bring the liquid. Step 2, bring the liquid to a rolling boil over medium heat. Let it boil for 2 to 5 minutes, whisking consistently to ensure the agar of it all fully dissolves and doesn't clump. Now, how in the world can Jello clump? That's, to me, that's computing to like, you need to bring the boiling water to a rapid boil. Whisk the boiling rapid water so it don't clump up. What in the HIJKLMNOP? Pour and chill. Pour the mixture into a dish or individual molds. Individual molds. Let it cool significantly. No, not significantly. Let it cool slightly on the counter. Then place it in the refrigerator for about an hour or until fully set. A rolling boil is more violent. Now we bring in violence into the kitchen. When will it be safe? When and where will there be a safe place in this planet? Violence into the kitchen is not to be allowed. Bring water to a rapid boil. I cannot. Moving forward, let me reread Tarsus' comment again. A rolling boil is more violent than a regular boil. A regular boil. This sounds so stupid. A rolling boil is more violent than a regular boil. A regular boil is better for cow bones. Here we go. It get less cloudy. Cow bones. Meow, meow, meow. Moo, moo. Moo, moo, moo. Cow bone. Moo, moo. Moo, moo. Moo, moo, moo. Cow bone. Sit down. Food fight, definitely. High five. Bam. High fives to all my cool peeps. Bam. How y'all doing today? Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just resting my hands a little bit. I've been on here for a good long while. Been yapping and flapping at the gums. Let me eat a little bit of cereal, then I'll roll into the survey. Y'all been tearing it up in this survey. Charlie Brown, you've been here for a little bit, but I'm finally slowed down enough to say what's going on. How you doing, Charlie Brown? That is a good question. Y'all, is this jacuzzi considered a regular boil? I wondered. Now, you know, when I saw a jacuzzi, I was a little worried because it's like, you basically cooking yourself ever so slightly. And if you be in there too long, you come out red. It don't sit well with me. It's kind of scary. You know, hey, it is what it is. We've got giants who walk amongst us. A jacuzzi is their boiling pot. You know, a jacuzzi is the boiling pot for the giants. So purchase at your own leisure, because all of us gotta eat to live. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm still waking up. Okay, a jacuzzi is more bubbles. It's not really boiling. Y'all, here come that dang on clipboard again. I'm getting ready to have to start a new page. Let me see here. Is a jacuzzi of let me see, boiling pot for the giants. Yup, I need to get a new slip of paper. We will be wearing hairnets. Oh man, wear hairnets in the jacuzzi. Oh man. Did I get that right? Is that what you're saying? Wear hairnets in the jacuzzi. I don't think I ever thought of that. Oh man, let me adjust my feet, adjust myself. Hairnets in the jacuzzi. I have to get another sheet of paper. Thankfully, I'm all stocked up. What is going on out there? Oops. Oh man, I'm gonna mess up my ring light. Not my ring light. No. I'm gonna have to see if my husband can fix it. Gosh darn it, I done messed up my ring light. That seems like that's how Harley Quinn will cry. Shouts out to Harley Quinn. Let me get a new sheet of paper. Our math teacher, not my 8th grade math teacher, my 6th grade math teacher, she'd be like, a slip of paper. She talked. I liked the way she talked. I think that was the closest to rich people I ever got in my entire life, at least in the figment of my imagination, because she lived in the rich part of town where I grew up at. If you're still in here, she lived in Frankenmove. If you're familiar with that, the cool P from Detroit, my teacher lived in Frankenmove, and that's where the wealthy people live who built their own town aside from us. They do their own thing, but she lived there. And I really liked that math teacher simply because she brought a sense of newness to me in the way she carried herself, the way she talked. She sounded so ritzy, like the people in England, like the royal people. She was like a slip of paper. I'm like, wow. Or she'll be like, leave the door ajar on your way to the restroom. I'm like, door ajar? Girl. Classy, I suppose. Yeah, I thought she was the most cutest, sweetest old woman in my entire life. Man, she was so nice. I didn't learn my math too hot in her class, but I really liked her. Miss Aldrington. Or it was either Miss Aldrington or Miss Aldridgeton. Either way, she knew what I was saying, and she had mercy on my soul, because I'm quite sure I said her name wrong. She probably was like, she means well, Lord. Let the sweet child live. Don't smite her with the back of your hand, for she knows not how to pronounce my name correctly. It's probably because of her poor upbringing, but that's not a fault of her own. I'll let her live. Story of my life. A slip of money. Hey, I saw this YouTuber. He had a stack of ones. Now you know how you can go to the bank and you can go to the bank, give them $100 bill and say, "Can I have all ones?" And they're like, "Yeah, we need your birth certificate, name, date, birth date, your mama new name, your daddy new name, your family tree." Then they give you the stack of ones. So what he did, he got a freshly stack of ones from the bank. And then he got some cardboard, a slip of cardboard, and he got like some a hot glue gun. No, he didn't use a hot glue gun. He got like Elmer's glue and some cardboard. And he filled the back of the cardboard with some glue evenly. And then he took the band around the stack of dollar bills and placed it on top of the glue. And then he got thick rubber bands. They were blue or purple. And he bound the money stack of ones firmly like a vice or a clamp to the glue. So when it dried, he had, like, you know how a checkbook, when you tear out checks and you just give people checks or whatever, that's how he did his dollars. That was dope. I'm like, oh my goodness, I must try that.
I must try this, my precious. This thing with the dollar.
It was cool because he said that he can keep all his dollars together. And when his kids run around always asking for stuff like to go to the store or the ice cream truck, or when his wife needs a couple dollars to go do a store run, he just tears it off and hands them the singles and send them on their way. I thought that was the most coolest thing I saw on there. Her name sounded hard to, man, Aldridge. Nonetheless, I made it through. She didn't smite me. So I have here, we talked about a jacuzzi, wearing a hairnet in the jacuzzi. And the next thing is, I want to write down here, explain boiling water. Boiling, BOILING, water. What was it? Boiling water versus boiling the water rapidly versus boiling, BOILING, the water rapidly. Now, we said that was violent. He made it like the old school food stamp booklets. Exactly. But it was with dollar bills. I thought that was the coolest thing. The wife was like, "What?" And she was like, "Is this real?" And she started laughing. So exactly, that's what he did. Hercules is not allergic to Jello. So we have successfully read how to make vegan Jello at home. It sounds a little difficult because it's telling us how to make it from homemade. And I say it sounds difficult because I'm so used to going to the store, Dollar General, Family Dollar, getting a box of Jello off the shelf, and then pretty much that's it. What's going on? Thank you for coming in. The label. Thank you. Label. So yeah, that's why it seems so difficult to me. So there's some questions down here that are prompted. So if I want to read something else, what other desserts use agar? What other gelling agents, spelled GELLING, agents are there for vegan desserts? Oh, that's a good question. Rapid boil, gentle boil, and simmer. That's too much boiling. That's just too much boiling. What's going on, 1681? What are some recommended vegan food coloring brands? Now, this is just getting in too much. Now, they're cascading off into vegan food coloring. To me, as I loosely learn about the world of veganism, it sounds like a food prison or a punishment. That's what it sounds like to me. I feel so sorry for so much to the point I'm putting some food in the chat. Like hot dogs, broccoli, tomatoes, bread. I feel so sad for those people because what they're talking about, it don't sound like they're eating nothing but air. But to each his own. And let me put a couple of cows in the chat. I want to see some bovines. Moo, moo, moo. Moo, moo. Moo, moo, moo. Bovine. Veganism is self-induced torture. It sounds like a full punishment. It sounds like a punishment. Now, that'd be a great punishment. Hey, you messing up? You put the kids, I'm putting all your kids on a vegan diet. You and you. I'm putting vegan diets on all y'all heads. King Kong ain't got on me. Oh, no, not the vegan diet. We're sorry. What do you think you said? It's too late. I'm putting vegan diets on all y'all. Oh man, I tell you, I sure would. And peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and call it a day. All right, call it a day. Let me look around here on my main screen and see what I have going on, to see where I'm at. Check the time, do all the computer monitoring stuff. Cereal for me is some lovely, delicious Fruit Loops. I have lovely, delicious Fruit Loops here. Wow, the time, I'm thankful for how the time is falling today. It's 6:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the glorious state of Georgia. And the time is on my side today. Yes, time is on my side today.
Time to take her home, that's easy, and it's something. That's something.
Please sit down, please.
Time. Tick tock, tick tock. Time.
Thank you for coming in, Steph and Patrick. Thank you. I get told that often. Thank you for that. Oh, let's see. But I'm not, though. But thank you. Just for the record, I am not. Just to make that definitely clear. Thank you. Let me see here. I have one more thing to look at in here. If I can multitask. I'm getting better. I'm getting better every day at multitasking. Cue the songs, the butterflies, and the Twitter birds. Sunlight. I need sunlight. I feel a song coming on. Moving forward. Shouts out to the Shrek movie where they make fun of Disney movies. And I really take a liking to that a lot. Shouts out to DreamWorks for making fun of Disney. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in, 15s. You guys are really tearing it up today in the survey about the whole Jello situation of it all. It says, do you like Jello? 45% of my cool peeps said yes. 38% of my cool peeps said no. And 17% said sometimes. I understand completely. And as I learn, unfortunately, more things about the way Jello should go, I am teeter-tottering on into the land of sometimes. Teeter-tottering into the land of sometimes. I'm going to end the poll right there. You guys, thank you so much for participating in that. Let me see here. We've got you funny. Thank you so much. Shrek, is Shrek coming out with another part? Shrek have how many movies? 3? Now I gotta go see. I'm curious. Don't go changing. Do. Is Shrek coming out with another movie? We're about to find out. I'm about to see. You voted sometimes. Hey, I hear you. Sometimes, man. It's like a jungle sometimes. It make me wonder how I keep from going nutter. When I'm talking about some Jello. We should talk about some Jello. Oh. Shout out Daddy Daycare. Remember when they were trying to get the kids to eat VeggiOs? And the kids didn't like it and they threw the cereal bowl at them. They got mad. Now you want to talk about bring water to a rapid boil, ... in reference to it being a violent rapid boil. You want to talk about the scene in Daddy Daycare. You want to talk about violent rapid boil. Those kids turned into a violent rapid boil when they tried to sell them some vegetable cereal. Those kids went crazy on them. I'm like, oh my goodness, lock the doors. Alert. Children going crazy. Oh yeah, let me put this down here. Let me write this down too, please. Daddy Daycare movie. Okay, so yes. What? Yes, here's your answer. I got sidetracked. I hope you're still here. Shrek got nearly as many movies as Hercules. Tell me all about it. High five to that. High five to that. Breakfast. Yes, Shrek movie. Shrek 5, y'all, is in production and is scheduled to be released on June 30th, 2027. Thank you so much for bringing up Shrek like that, because I wouldn't have thought to see if he's having another movie. Now, let me look through my comments. Shrek got nearly as many movies as Hercules. They changed the... Okay, so that was from Collie20. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, they changed the animation style for Shrek. He looks bad. So, yeah. So, yes, Shrek, a new movie, Shrek 5, is in production and is scheduled to be released on June 30th, 2027. The film will feature the original voice cast. Yes. Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, yeah, and my boy Eddie Murphy. Let's go, because that's Donkey, man. You cannot have Shrek without Donkey. And we'll also include newscast members like Zendaya. Oh my gosh, so you think Zendaya will play one of Shrek's children who grew up? I like Zendaya. She's a nice actress. And from the surface level, she seems like a nice, down-to-earth person, right? And it seemed like you have some fun conversations with her. So, yeah, that's cool that bringing Zendaya onto the Shrek. So, in my mind, without seeing the trailer or anything about it, I'm thinking she may be one of Shrek's daughters who grew up. Because Shrek's been gone for a while. Shrek is awesome. Yeah. Simmer. That's what the lady used to say on Fox, on the Fox cartoon. You guys remember on Fox Network in the morning? Hey, what's going on, Zappy TV? The lady, was it Miss Munger's class? She'd be like, the music will be like, dun 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 dun. You're like, all right, class, simmer down. I said simmer down. And I'm like, yes, Miss Munger. You're right, she's his daughter. Oh my gosh, exactly. That's the only way it will work, and it's going to be good. Now, I hope that with this Shrek, it will not have a theme like Caveman. Caveman is good, but I don't want the timeline to reflect from the Caveman animated movie. I like that movie too. Caveman animated movie in reference to the relationship between the caveman's daughter and her liking the more advanced cave boy who dared to venture out and not be so scared. So they can make this work. I'm thinking it might be a meshing of two worlds. Now you can keep the premise of meshing two worlds. It's about, but how are they going to mesh these two worlds? I want it to be more deeply rooted into the land of fairy taleism, and perhaps maybe blending in with the humans more. I'm very curious as how this could go. What's going on, 5RB5? Thank you for coming in. Good morning. They already have a trailer? Okay, so I definitely want to wait and watch that with my husband. I'm going to tell him like, not tell him, but I'm going to tell him like, yo, I just learned today there's going to be a Shrek 5. We have to see the trailer together. So let me write, I know I'll remember, but I'm still going to put Shrek 5. What's going on, 1685? Shrek 5. Oh, y'all, miracles do happen. Until NASA give me my wacko's wish for the world, a unicorn and a strawberry cow, I'll just have to hold on to the fact and notion that we're getting ready to get a Shrek 5. Hi to you too. So release date is June 30th, 2027. All right, that's all I'm going to read on that because I don't want to do a spoiler alert. That is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, and animals, thank you so much for coming in. Tomorrow's going to be Wednesday, y'all. The intentionally very long live stream show with Baskethead. Baskethead will be here tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. until the cows come home. It's going to be an intentionally very long live stream show. We will aboard the mothership and be taken for a ride while we watch a movie together, commentate on the movie, and after the movie is over, we will be talking about said topics in reference to the movie that we watched. The first Baskethead live stream happened last Wednesday, and it was 5 hours long, and we watched Fantasia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Baskethead will be on, and we'll be on the spaceship going on the galaxy quest. So if you need tickets, let me put some tickets out here, y'all. Let me give you guys some digital tickets. You're going to need some digital tickets to get on. Let me find tickets here for the UFO ride to Baskethead land. TICKET ticket. Here are your digital tickets for tomorrow's show. And let me put, here are your digital tickets to tomorrow's TOMORROW show to hang out with Baskethead. Here's your tickets to hang out with Baskethead tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a long, yes, exactly. Get your tickets because we're going to have a great time. Let me find my ship or UFO in here. I don't think if I type in UFO, anything will come up. Let me type in ship or type in space. I might have to go to the vehicle category so I can just simply pull it up. Baskethead. Now I looked for I have my notes. Barbie movie wasn't available for free. I'm sticking with all free movies by way of YouTube, so we all can have the luxury, if you want, to watch the movie together with me. Barbie movie was not available. I checked. Cats vs. Dogs is not available. It seems like every once in a while they will release that to people to watch for free. So I am looking some more for some movies on the free list by way of YouTube that we can watch tomorrow. I have to see, there's B movie that's available. There was another movie that I saw that was available that will be fun. And perhaps Daddy Daycare. I'll have to look and see if Daddy Daycare is available or not. But definitely before the sun sets here in the state of Georgia, I will have a flyer out letting you guys know with the link which movies you can watch. Hi, everyone. Amen to that. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. Yay. Hello. I know that's right. Spread the love. Spreading the love is contagious. And I've been yapping all this time because I was trying to find a UFO. UFO. Oh, where are you, UFO? I want to put that in there before I leave. Oh, it's gone, y'all. The UFO is gone. It's not here. Shrek! Shrek! Where's the UFO? Oh, Shrek! We're doomed. We're doomed. Oh, donkey, just hold your horses. Pun intended. But Shrek, I'm not a donkey. I know, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, Shrek, don't hit me. Shrek, hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Oh. Yeah, I look forward to Shrek coming up. Thank you guys for coming in. Baskethead will be on tomorrow. Well, I'll have the movie up to what I'll pick. Thursdays is Freestyle Thursdays, where you'll see me in regular attire. And Friday, your boy Hercules the Sharks comes on. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Cheers to you all for another great day. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And always follow your spider senses because it will definitely save your life. You may not know why you feel a way in your spider senses to like don't walk that way or don't drive that way today. You may not get the reasons in that moment, but you'll get it later and you'll be thanking yourself for it. Now, here's the Morning Moo sign-off song. Thank you, Marie. Thank you so much. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep a positive mindset, and never lose focus on your goals. Let no one stop you, not even haters. Just know I've been there and got your back. Hey!
Hey! Hey! I like that celebrate!
I like that. That's really cool. What a way to close out the show. Thank you guys so much. Baskethead will be on tomorrow. Bye-bye, y'all. Yep, digital hugs. Bye-bye.